video is for my introverts. This video is for them people who feel like it's something wrong with them. This video is for the people who are constantly being judged. This is for the people who are having a hard time accepting themselves. Hey y'all, welcome back to another motherfucking video. If you are new, you already know what to do, sis. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Y'all, this video is for my introverts, okay? This video is for them people who feel like it's something wrong with them. This video is for the people who are constantly being judged by other people. This is for the people who are having a hard time accepting themselves. Sis, I am here to tell you. I'm here to tell you, sis, you gonna be all right. For one, I just want to apologize for the fire alarms. You are entering a black household. Yes. We're gonna get it fixed soon, so just hang in there with us. I know it's kind of annoying. It's annoying for me. At first I didn't notice it, but now I'm starting, that's all I hear, like, and it's definitely annoying. So yeah y'all, it's been like a really rough past couple of days, but I will give y'all another story time. I'll do it in a separate video, and I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but just know it's just been like a nightmare for the past couple of days because life has been lifing. But this is a topic that I really should have been made a video about, but I think that now is the right time because I feel like there's a perfect timing for everything. And at the time I wasn't ready to make a video like this, but now that I am accepting who I am as a person at 24, I just want to help my other girlies. Like, I want to help the other young girls who are also an introvert. I just want to let you guys know that it's okay being an introvert. Like, it's okay if you want to be alone. It's okay to have your privacy and not be all up under people. It's okay. I'm gonna tell you guys my experience with being an introvert and how I figured that I was an introvert. Okay, first I'm gonna start off with the definition on what an introvert is. An introvert is someone with a personality that's characterized by introversion, which is a tendency to focus on internal feelings rather than external stimulation. Introverts are often described as quiet, reserved, and thoughtful people who prefer to spend time alone and recharge in calm environments. They may also be more reflective, self-aware, and introspective. So the first time that I ever heard the word introvert was from my aunt. I have a cousin who's like really quiet, and she would look up stuff about like introverts and stuff, and I never knew what that was. All I knew was there was two types of people, quiet ones and loud ones, and I fell on more of the quiet side. So my cousin is like very, very quiet. So she would look up stuff about like introverts, and like one time I just came into the living room and I was like, what you doing, auntie, you know, being a kid? And she was like, I'm looking up stuff about introverts. And then she started asking me questions. She was like, do you feel like you're an introvert? And I was like, no, because I'm not gonna lie, I thought that being an introvert meant that there's something wrong with you, or that you have like a disability, or like I didn't know what introverts and extroverts was, and I was like 9 at this time. I was a kid. As I started becoming a teenager, I noticed that, and I'm pretty sure my family noticed, but I noticed that I like to be in my room a lot, and I like to be alone. Like, I really valued my alone time. And honestly, I think at the time, like, you know how teenagers are, like when you're a teenager, your hormones are everywhere. You were like, oh my god, you're ruining my life. Like, literally, that's what teenagers are. But I feel like parents don't really know. Like, parents has been teenagers before, but your parents could have been like an extrovert, you know what I mean? So they don't understand like the difference between just being a teenager or being a teenager and being an introvert. So I feel like my family thought that I was just the type to just not want to hang out with my family, or just like to be on my phone all the time. And it wasn't that. It was because I like to be alone. It was because I was an introvert. But I never claimed being an introvert until like I got into my adult years, and I'm like, bro, that's me. That's who I am. Like, this is just me. With that being said, growing up as an introvert, let me tell you, sis. Let me tell you, because introverts are not always super quiet. Like, I feel like with people, you see different phases. Like, not everybody's gonna see the same side that one person may see, or like you may never get to know a side of a person. So when it comes to like introvert and extrovert, I feel like introverts definitely can have extrovert tendencies. Extroverts can have introvert tendencies. And honestly, I don't know why we have to put a label on every damn thing, but that's what it is. Like, why can't it just be that's just your personality? Sometimes you're quiet, sometimes you're outgoing. I just understand like why the world just always has to put a label on everything. Since they want to put a label on everything, let's talk about it. Growing up as an introvert, I had times where I could be extroverted. Like, if there's like a quiet moment or it's awkward, and say I'm with like a group of friends, this is the old me because I don't even have no friends now, so I'll be in a group of friends and say it's awkward. I'll be the one to be like, okay, I can't deal with this awkwardness. Like, I'll be the one to try to like put people together, you know what I mean? And I used to be super goofy as a kid. Like, you know, I had times where I could be outgoing or that I could be a little more extroverted than my friends. And I had times where I was just quiet, and there's friends who are way more extroverted than me. So it's like certain times, it depends on how I'm feeling as a person. That's why I hate the label, because if I'm feeling really good about myself and I'm like in a really good space, I will talk to you. If I'm like kind of depressed, or I'm feeling down, or I'm not feeling too good about myself, I tend to be more to myself, and I tend to not want to talk to a lot of people. Me as an adult now, I am actually very picky about who I talk to, and I've talked about this in hella videos. Like, I'm very picky about friends. I'm very picky about who I tell my business to. I'm just like picky with people, like, because I've had experiences with people, and I'm just good on that. Like, I just learned to just love myself and to just accept that I don't need a lot of people around me to be happy. I'm pretty happy with just myself, and I'm pretty happy with just being with like to myself and not having like so many people around me. Yeah, growing up, it always used to be people saying, oh, why are you so quiet? Or, oh, you look sad all the time. Or, you don't talk much, do you? Or, you're shy. And I used to fucking hate that. I hate that shit to this day. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, when people be like I had somebody recently, it was actually 2 instances that happened, because I was talking and it was probably a good day for me, and one of the guys was like, oh yeah, somebody, because I think I was smiling and laughing, and what a lot of people don't know about me is that I'm really goofy, and that I can have a conversation with you, but it just has to be like meaningful. Like, I'm not just gonna sit here and just like, and that's what the workforce is. Like, I feel like the workforce, this is just like a little side note, I feel like the workforce, like when you become an adult, people just be talking about bullshit, and it's just bullshit that doesn't benefit me, it doesn't interest me, so I just don't, like, all people do is just gossip, and I'm not into that shit. I was probably like making a joke or something. I probably had like a friend I was talking to. I started laughing, and one of the guys was like,
y'all need to keep that smile on her face, cause she always be looking uninterested.
Like, sir, I don't even talk to you. What are you talking about? Like, then I had another time when I was like really talkative, and this guy was like,
oh, you must have woke up on the right side of the bed today, or you must have had your coffee today.
And I'm like, sir, I don't even talk to you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, and that's just the only thing. Like, being an introvert, when people start to see, and this has actually been all my life, like, I've had multiple comments, like, even a family member said something. I was talking to my cousins, and because they were my age, right, and I felt comfortable, and I was laughing and joking around, and then the guy was like,
you don't came out of your shell, huh?
Laughing and shit. I'm like, bro, little do you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, little do you know, I actually have a personality. A lot of people will associate introverts with not having a personality, being boring, like you don't know how to have fun, or you're shy, or you like all of these damn labels. Like, who wants to be labeled all the time? You know what I mean? Like, who wants that? Not me. Being an introvert in society is really hard. I feel like people don't like when they don't know what you're thinking. You know what I mean? Like, if you're just quiet, a lot of shit be going on up here. Like, you be thinking about shit. You're not just on autopilot. So introverts, we overthink, and everybody can overthink, but introverts, we can overthink. We can really analyze, observe. It's a lot of thinking, a lot of talking to yourself in your head. It's not a bad thing. It's really not. Because I feel like introverts, when you're quiet and you're not like exerting yourself to every single person that you meet, you really get to sit down and realize who is your friend, who's fake, who's phony, or who has your back, who's a good person. Like, when you are quiet and you sit down and you actually like observe people, like, being quiet gives you a lot of time to observe. Not being so outgoing, for me, I have benefited from that, where I can read a person just like that. It's came to the point that now I can literally see when somebody's on some BS. So it's not a bad thing of being an introvert. Introvert people are very observative, so it's not a bad thing. And also introverts are very like artsy. Did y'all notice that? Like people who like to be alone tend to pick up like little hobbies or tend to be into stuff that you wouldn't even expect that person to be into. It's like so cool. Like you just wouldn't know. I just feel like introverted people are actually really cool versus extroverted people. Like they tell you all what they're about right then and there. And I don't have a problem with extroverted people because I do have a few extroverted friends and I love them. But sometimes it can be too much. Sometimes it can be too much. Like, I mean, extroverts meaning extroverts, they be feeding off each other. You're just more in tune with yourself. We need time to recharge. When I'm around like a lot of extroverted people, it depends. Like it gotta be a good day. And this is what I mean by the labels have to stop because it can be a day where I want to be around extroverted people and where I'm lit and I'm feeding off of them. And there's other times, more times than not, I do like to be by myself and I do get drained in social situations. I do. I could want and crave social interaction, and I think that's just a human period. A human needs social interaction. A human needs touch, feeling. A human needs to talk to other people. So I do crave those moments, but I also very much definitely enjoy my time to myself without having to entertain anybody. And also I do appreciate introvert friends because they'll appreciate you just being like yourself. Like they totally understand if you just want to be quiet for a few minutes. A lot of people associate people being quiet with having an attitude or being bitchy because listen, I've probably I've had all the experiences. So my boyfriend's friend, he started hanging around us. Oh, and mind you, sometimes I feel like I do have a resting bitch face, but it's not intentional, I swear. Like my mom even tells me about my face all the time, and sometimes I really cannot fucking help it. And then I be in situations where sometimes you just have to let the resting bitch face happen, sis, because it just gets so uncomfortable and you start feeling so self-conscious that it's just like, okay, now you look uncomfortable. But he told me, he was like,
I thought you was a bitch.
and I was like, excuse me? You talking about me? Like me, the nicest person in the world? And I'm like, I don't even say anything. How would you assume that? You know, and I told him how I felt and I said that that's offensive, you know, because I don't give off nothing. Like I don't be cussing people out. I don't be having an attitude. Like when you talk to me, I'm very nice. Like I may look like a bitch, but I would definitely smile and be like, hey, or you know, like I'm a nice person. So don't let the big body and the rest of bitch face fool you, okay? Like I'm a really cool, nice person. And once I get comfortable around you, you will see I am goofy as fuck. I like to laugh. Laughing is my favorite fucking emotion. It's a lot of stigma on quiet people and introverts. They think that we're bitchy. They think that there's something wrong with us. They think that we're sad all the time. They think that we're shy. And there are introverts who are not shy, because I have an introverted friend and I considered him as an extrovert until one time he had a get together and I seen the introvert come out. I was like, okay, his social battery is dying. And like the whole time he was like, bruh, I'm an introvert. I'm this, that. But he's just really good at socializing with people that I didn't even realize that, it started like, just little shit started to add up. The labels, you know what I mean? Why do we have to have labels? That's why I don't understand. Because people are just being people. Like that's just their personality. Like, and I just don't understand. Like society just kind of gives me the ick. And it's like, and this is not even a video to bash extroverts. It's not. It's society. Society sucks. And as a young adult, like while you're navigating and you're like, bro, why am I this way? Why can't I socialize with other people the way other people socialize? So it is nothing wrong with being quiet and being observative. You are literally filtering out the people who might be on some BS. You are filtering out people, and that's a good thing. Just learn to love and accept yourself, because it's not so bad on this side. It's actually like really peaceful, really quiet, no drama. That's the biggest plus. Being an introvert, if you just want to work on some shit, just learn to just not close yourself out so much. Don't shut yourself off from the world entirely. Take your moments, because we need those moments by ourselves to recollect, to recharge our battery, because our social battery dies pretty quickly. Just accept yourself. That's just who you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, y'all, so I am just here to tell you and let you know that you are beautiful, you are amazing, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. And fuck the labels. And yeah, y'all, being an introvert is literally like a titty over here. It's a trend. I'm just playing. I hope this video helps whoever is struggling with themselves. You'll be okay, sis. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get to a point where you're just gonna be like, this is just me. This is just who I am. There's nothing wrong with it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.